Hell yeah.
Alright. Welcome to the Solace Podcast, Season 2, Episode 3. I am AJ, and I'm Solace General.
Hey, it's Ray, Solace General.
It is Sean, Solace Gen.
Hey, I'm Speed, RuneScape player.
Entire Vision Smiley.
I'm Johnny Death, rank 17 attack.
Alright.
Manly.
You're in Vision?
Yep.
So before we get into any questions, I'm just gonna say that I might actually have to dip mid-podcast at some point because my fiance is currently sort of in labor and we might be going to the hospital really soon. It could happen within the hour. So and if in that case, if that does happen, Ray will take over as a host and we'll do the questions from then on. But we should be good. I think it's probable that I'll be able to make it through the whole podcast. So
I can't believe you said sort of in labor, man.
well, I just meant we're not at the hospital. It's not agonizing pain, you know. But
the baby could come out.
So
we're doing
yeah. It could just pop right out, man. At any
Picture
moment.
AJ asking his wife, "Do you think we have an hour for the podcast?"
No, in the actual labor room, yo, can I just do a quick podcast? Can you guys take a break?
Big potty.
All right.
Wireless headset.
All right. So let's just briefly sort of say what we're doing in the game, what are our goals, etc. I'm currently fishing 91 mil fishing, as you can see on the screen if you're looking, and currently going for terminal fishing. Yeah.
I'm going for terminal mining, and right now going for the month record.
I am trying to finish the worst skill in the game, crafting, and then I'll do something more fun. I can finally leave a bank.
I'm beating Sean to 200 mil crafting.
You're a nerd, dude.
I'm doing lavas. I've been doing them for a little bit. Enjoying them, so I don't know how far I'm going to take it, but yeah, enjoying them at the moment.
And I'm doing 200 more fishing, currently at 173.
23. All right. So first question is, how low would you consider somebody's gains, so CML gains, before you'd consider them burnt?
I don't know. I feel like you can. Well, our next question kind of ties into this as well, but there could be a difference between being burnt and simply quitting, but I feel like most people will just call that burnt no matter what. I feel like if you're sort of forcing yourself to play and it's only I don't know, 10 HP or less, I'd just call that burnt. But often, I don't know, if I see someone on completely flat zeros, sure they are burnt, but I almost just think that's them quitting. They kind of are the same thing, but I guess I'd say 10 EHP.
I don't know, I say it really kind of depends on the person actually, because in Link's Titan's case, a lot of people looked at his week, which was 0, and said, yeah, he's burnt. But he obviously was on vacation. Well, we know now that he was on vacation, but we thought a lot of people thought at the time he was burnt or he just quit. And I think I'm also going to use Link's Titan in this example and say, since for a guy that was playing 110 hours a week or more for multiple years, I think he was with RS3 it was about 4 or 5 years total. He kept that pace, and I think he might have took a week break between RS3 and old school. But anyways, for him to start going down to 60s and 40s and 50s and 30s, I would consider that sort of burnt unless there was a lot of real life stuff going on at the time, because to go from playing your current pace of 120 hours and then go to only playing a quarter of that, you could say that he was demotivated. But I mean, a person that always plays 30 hours a week wouldn't be burnt if they were playing 30 hours a week still.
So it's just relevant.
It's relevant to I say it's relevant to
how much free time
if you're,
you have.
if you're
the proportion of free time, not just that, but the proportion of free time like what you're playing out of your free time, and also like if you had played more of your free time at one point, but you started playing less of your free time. So like if you kind of lowered that percentage, if you know what I mean, like let's say you're playing 80% of your free time for a long time, and then you move down to 40% because you haven't been feeling as motivated. You could say that's burnt.
Yeah, I agree completely. I think it's just fully relative to how much you played and how much you play now.
Dude, people on those 100 weeks, they're setting the bar too high. Because then when they get on a 50, you're gonna get clowned on. So you gotta
talk about yourself.
Oh yeah, that's why.
set the bar low.
You did hundreds for almost a year.
That's like one thing I don't like. If I'm on like a good week, I don't like going down because then I feel like I'm kind of burnt because if I go down. Like if I go on like a certain, like let's say I'm on an 80-hour week, I kind of want to always be able to keep that up, even though I know I won't be able to because it depends on circumstances. Obviously, I can never really play the same amount each week. So, like for me to go from like a 90-hour to like a 50-hour would be like normal for a person like me because my what I do during the week kind of changes all the time. It's not really consistent, but yeah, like it just really depends on the person, from the way I see it.
Do you guys not just agree with Evan? You're below 100, you're burnt.
Oh.
Below who?
Agreed.
You're below 100, you're burnt.
I also
Disagree.
think that quitting
Has
and
Evan
being burnt
ever done
are
100?
two completely different things.
What do you guys think about that?
Well, what Evan had, it was a tweet a while ago. He's like, if you have full free time, you have no excuse to be below 100.
Okay, if you're trying, let's say I am like not all neats are gonna like try to go for 100 hours a week, but if you're actually trying to play that much and you can't do it, then there isn't really that much excuse, to be honest. Like,
yeah, if you're a neat, you should do 100.
you should be able to do it. If you're trying to go for that, then you should easily be able to do it. But if you're not, if you're just someone who's cruising, like, I'm not gonna name any names, but like, if you're not going for 100 hours, like, that's understandable. But if you were going for it,
person out there, stop cruising.
I think it's more like they have the opportunity to, and then it's like, I don't know, because there still requires like motivation to do 100, of course, even if you had absolutely nothing to do.
Yeah, like I like
that kind of depends on what you're doing in game too.
That's something like if you're trying for it,
okay,
you should be able to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I mean, like I'm on a 90, I'm on 90 something anyway, but I have a full-time job.
Madman.
I don't know.
If you're a neat, you need something to show for it. Get those 100 weeks.
I don't know. I guess I'm burnt.
Yeah, shit, same.
Fuck.
Yeah, Nick,
Yeah, you gotta
you're
be
a
able to
neat.
take advantage
Riley,
of
we
it.
gotta step it up, man.
Yeah,
What are you
man,
doing?
fuck, we're slacking.
You
Alright,
guys
once
are
the comp comes around.
full-time- You guys are full-time Rooney players.
120 is on the 8th, let's get it.
Slacking
Let's
in the
get it.
job.
Let's get it.
Anyone else have anything to say about that?
Oh, did we talk about the difference between being burnt and quitting yet?
Oh yeah, I guess I kind of like said that without really explaining the difference. Well,
Yeah,
quitting is just straight up zero. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah,
no
flat.
doubt about that.
I-
And like burnt is if you're feeling less motivated and you're lowering your play time because of that, but not going straight down to. I mean, you could be burnt and quit at the same time because you might just come back. But
I think that's kind of what the question meant, like, because a lot of people don't see a difference between like someone being at 0 when they're going for a goal and then they just fully quit, or someone finishing all their goals and then quitting. Like a lot of people see those as the same thing, but I personally disagree.
oh, that's
Like if someone like Ging and Trick, when they finish their 200 mil goals, when they quit, I wouldn't consider them burnt personally.
yeah. Like I yeah.
I feel
I
like
didn't
you
think
could
about
reach
that,
a
actually.
point with your personal goals. Like if you get away from the whole macro efficiency, like far enough away from all that, and you're pretty much just playing for personal achievement, I really feel like you can get to a point where like you've done everything that you wanted to do, and it's like you weren't even going to do a lot of the other things in the first place, and I wouldn't even call that burnt if you stop playing.
Just
But
accomplished.
not many people have gotten there.
Yeah. I mean, like who has? I guess Brad did.
Yeah.
Mulaney's probably
Yeah.
a good example.
Did he complete his goals?
Mulaney stopped
Technically,
playing.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty
I
sure.
thought
he was,
Mulaney always
like,
started to play like 10
playing.
and 20s.
I mean, I never really knew what his goals were.
You could
like,
say
I'm
he's
I
pretty
thought he said
sure-
he was quitting
Well, he
after
did
farming.
farming.
Yeah,
he
he
did
did.
farming
Yeah.
and quit. Was
Yeah.
that
He
it?
That's like an
And he-
example if he did
He
quit.
like came back and did a lot of magic though. He
Oh,
like
yeah,
couldn't
that's
quite
right.
leave the game.
Yeah. addiction.
He was
But
playing
what do you
like
think then? You think he burnt or quit?
could be a bit of both, because I mean like he like was still mining, like he went for like a bit of mining XP, but he was playing like 10 and 20 hours a week, and like I'm sure he could probably like I'm sure he wasn't that busy, like he probably could have played more if he wanted to. And I remember he used to play like in the summer, he did do a big agility month, and he was playing big hours during thieving as well. So I mean, like you could say that was the peak of his motivation, and it hasn't been that way since.
Yeah, good point. He hasn't played a lot since Agi.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we discussed that part of the question as well. So next question is, who do you think is gonna be the next like big burnout? Big burnout being like high ranked player who's playing a lot, I guess, and is gonna burn out and stop playing, I guess. What are your predictions?
I'm gonna take a random shot. I'm just gonna say Oscar.
Ooh, he's been kind of like slowing down already.
Shots?
He's already kind of slowed down as actually. I don't know why.
Lorenzo, man.
I don't know, man. It's got that feeling.
Wait, how can you burn though if you have like all Bibles done?
What?
Good question.
Nice
wall, bro.
meme, retard.
There's no wall. There's no wall.
AFK the wall, bro.
Yeah, I'll open up CNO.
AFK the fake wall.
No. Feels tough talking shit about him, but if you finish all the Bibles, like, because obviously doing all the Bibles first is like considered pretty macro, but I think doing Slayer after all the Bibles isn't. I don't know. It seems to me like it's possible that he's just doing the easiest skills first. It'll be rough once he gets the only gatherers.
Like there's like it's hard to say because there's already so many people that are already burnt. So you can't really like say
down.
Like look at top A GHP. It's really hard to actually.
As well, but he's already
like
burnt.
I can easily just say myself, and it probably is gonna be true. I don't see myself being less motivated to play, but I just won't have as much time to play once my child gets born.
Yeah,
like right now I'm on a 97.8, but that's not gonna be. I'm never gonna get that again probably.
Bad man.
I think Ardenia.
Ooh.
Yeah, you could say Ardenia might just not make the money, or he might just stop after fishing. I don't know.
Just work himself too hard, maybe.
I think Ardenia is just way too motivated to really burn out at the moment. Like I can just kind of feel like he's just way too motivated. Just looking at his games, like
he'll still go pretty far.
I don't think he'll be the next to burn out.
Yeah, good point.
Would you say Pano's already burnt?
I think he's got quite a lot in him. Pano's injured, isn't he?
Yeah, Pano.
But do you think he's going to come back after the injury recovers?
Ooh.
I don't know if.
It's hard to say.
I don't know if this is supposed to be private, but
Fuck.
he
What's
said
going
he's either coming back in like 3 months or never.
No, it's on Twitter that he's injured.
Okay.
Who?
Pano.
Oh yeah.
Like people have said on Twitter.
He's content with not coming back if like he doesn't get better, and
Damn.
people know that.
Wait, what do you mean
okay.
get better? Like if it doesn't heal?
Yeah, his hand got like destroyed.
Is it like permanent?
I don't know the exact details, but
It's not as bad as like dive, but
Oh yeah, actually, I actually have a real answer here. I'm gonna say NYJ.
Oh.
Shit.
I like that answer actually.
Is that a case of the wall?
That is, almost entirely a case of the wall.
You don't think he'll AFK fully the entire way altogether?
Actually, he's slowed down to. I know he was playing 90s for quite a while, and he's on 80 right now. I wouldn't say that's like really slowing down, but.
burnt.
Will Omar burn when he headbutts the wall? Or?
He's got all
I
Slayers.
don't know, man.
He's
I
still
did
got
2
all
hours
Slayers,
ago.
so I mean,
I did
he's
2
still
hours
got a
of
lot
prayer
in
with
him.
Omar today. He did pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, we could get some of those like free viable mini games.
Man, that'd be great.
I think we'll get those eventually. At least a
Fossil
few of
Island.
them. Yeah.
Fossil Island.
NYJ burnt for e-girls.
How ironic would
God.
that be? All right. Anyone got any other answers? No one really want to call out
No,
anymore.
everyone else is
I
already
could say
burnt.
myself.
That's lame. Talk shit about yourself.
I'm pretty sure you said that a year ago though, Sean.
Yeah, Sean, you've said that every like.
Bro, I would.
all the time.
A year ago, Sean said, "I don't think I'll be playing a year from now."
I'll be playing by
Did I
like
say that?
Christmas.
Yeah,
time.
No,
literally a year
you
ago.
you said if I'm still playing a year from now, guys, tell me to get a life or something. I remember that was exactly.
You've
Okay,
said that
if-
like every month, Sean.
Okay, if I see you guys summer of next year, then that's
Are you
for-
sure? Because that's like.
You'll
it
be
won't
like
that
rank
long
7
from now.
EHP or something.
Damn, that's not very much improvement.
Oh,
Well, it's tough to
wow.
go up. Everyone, like, I don't know, top 10's playing a decent amount.
I've hit the EHP rank wall.
Kinda,
I
yeah.
think that's
actually.
real, Sean.
That's not real.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Plus, there's a big spread between rank 5 and 4.
Isn't it like 2,000 hours?
I think it's 1,000. Maybe I don't know.
Who's
Doing
4?
more lavas on the highway, Sean.
Is that Rainy?
Yeah.
Razor?
Yeah.
Thor's Razor.
Okay. Speaking of Razor, so next question is: do you guys think a skiller's age affects their playstyle in any way?
I think it does.
You're like a grandpa.
Yeah, you can't play if you have arthritis, but so I feel like, well, like you can't say with any age, but if you're young and you're motivated, I think you can kind of see your future as having a lot of time, and that could almost like boost the motivation even further.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of younger people, I mean, I'm still young, but they sort of lack patience, or they can't quite like grind things out as good as older people, like in their early 20s. I'm not sure. I think, I don't know, if you're like in this community like while you're young, then I think you're pretty set to go pretty far in RuneScape. But like if you're in this community now and you're a bit older, then I almost want to say like people disregard you as like for being a long-term player.
I don't know. If you're an older person, but you have like a sort of fixed life, like I say a young person's life is like subject to change like quite a bit. But like if you're an older person, like let's say you're in your mid-20s, and you know you've already got your job and whatever, you got your life sort of settled a bit, like, and you're still playing a decent amount. I feel like that's a lot more like you can predict that it's gonna be a lot more consistent.
Yeah.
Because there's not really much that's gonna change. But I guess there's
When
like
you're young,
being
you don't know
young.
what you're gonna do.
There's all that potential when you're young, yeah.
think-
Because, I mean, I felt that way too. Like 2 years ago, I felt like okay, I have like 3 years of uni ahead of me, or even like I had 4 years at the time. So I have 4 years of uni ahead of me. I could easily like take a huge chunk of tuner mall if I wanted to, because I know that much isn't going to change before I finish uni. But I guess I was wrong there.
Yeah, I guess.
And there's like
big
another
changes could
part.
happen.
I remember speaking to Vior about this like around a little over a year ago, like the micro efficiency part. I think like your age doesn't really affect it like almost at all, because I used to think it does, but like Vior told me people like Kalini, Lelador, they're like people that are like in their higher 20s, and they're still like very like micro efficient. So I don't think age affects it that much, because I think it just comes down to muscle memory. It's more of just like the age would affect like the decisions that you make in the game. Like if you tend to might strategize more and think of the bigger picture if like maybe you're an older person. I feel.
I think that's true. Yeah. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's like you're like almost more mentally prepared.
I think
For
younger
RuneScape.
people. I think younger people are like too impatient to go for like tuner
That's how
mills.
I feel. Yeah.
The slow
Yeah.
ones.
By younger, probably like 16 and under.
Yeah, you mean like really young.
like if you're like 16 and
Yeah,
under, I don't
too
think they have the
wild.
patience. They just they want to
Yeah.
play for like an hour and they're like, "Where's my tuner mills?"
You think people that young are probably more likely to switch to other games as well?
Yeah.
Like burn out of RuneScape
Influenced by
4
their
League,
friends.
burn out of RuneScape 4 CS.
They like.
Yeah.
So I
For
say
sure.
there's a lot of potential when you're young, but there's also a lot of potential because your life's like really changing pretty fast when you're that young.
Especially having
Just-
got like a career choice in mind. Just to making decisions like that. If you're gonna go to uni or what are you gonna do? I'm not sure
Yeah.
yet the hours that you'll play.
I think like personality is even a bigger like indication than age. Because like age can determine like
yeah.
like it could be like you could predict like the level of maturity, but like their actual personality would have a bigger impact, I think.
You're definitely pretty impressionable, like as a younger, like mid-teen, I guess. So if like a bunch of your friends are playing different games and you're still playing RS, it's most likely that you're not going to stick to that game.
That's a good
It's
point,
just like
actually.
outside influences as well.
That's if you go outside.
I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
well,
If you have friends. If you don't have friends, you're good.
I used to burn out
Meta.
of this game when I was quite a bit younger, so I was always like to play League with friends, and
Yeah, same.
like yeah, that's probably a big part of it as well.
Now this is your full-time career.
Yeah, full-time streamer, by the way.
10 viewers?
Get in there. Not yet.
Okay. Almost hit the big time.
Yeah, I'm not quite an affiliate like few people in the stream and in the PS channel, but you know,
You'll get there, bro.
hashtag affiliate grind.
Wait, we're talking about Twitch now?
I don't know what we're talking about.
I'm
We're trying to get Leaf
Full-time
Honest
streamer.
grind.
trying to get Leaf Snake a sub button.
Yeah, come on, man.
Alright. Next question is what do you guys think about the mobile RS proposal? Jagex, the big announcement. What are your guys' thoughts on the initial announcement? I guess like what are your thoughts on the idea as a whole?
Man, that shit would be so good if like when you close the app, you stay logged in.
No, Sean.
No.
Man, that'd be broken.
Why
dude.
not?
No.
I guess like
that's
zoning
Sean.
won't really be a thing, but like
That's too difficult to do. Like,
So many things are too difficult.
So like
'Cause
if I went to the homepage and I switched apps,
well, they said it's gonna like be able to keep you logged in for a little bit, but it's like imagine having a laptop and you're just going around. Like, yeah, if you close your laptop or like the client turns off or whatever as you close your laptop, then yeah, you're not gonna be stayed logged in but you have to keep an internet connection the whole time as well, and you're not gonna be wanting to constantly be pulling data.
I
I
didn't
mean,
think of
some
that.
people have unlimited data, but
Yeah. I guess it's cool
um,
though. If you're at uni, a lot of unis
yeah.
have permanently
you could-
Wi-Fi.
yeah, you could be hooked on
on.
Wi-Fi the whole time. But even then, you're gonna have to keep your phone on.
You can bring your phone charger, dude. Get a portable
Plug
charger.
into the wall. Might as well just do a laptop at that point.
Yeah.
I would still do the phone just because I like to have the desk space for taking notes in class.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough for me because Chrome Remote Desktop is so great. It's so perfect. It already works for almost everything. And
Nah, I wouldn't say it's perfect.
I don't know.
It's
Like,
good
I think
enough.
it's
For what
just
you
good
need to
enough.
It does
and
the trick.
in my opinion, like I think mobile is a huge risk for players like us because we don't really stand anything to benefit from even more players than we have now. Like, sure, it'll be good for publicity, but what will that really do for us?
Only negatives
Well,
for
it's
us.
gonna negatives because
Yeah.
they're gonna make the game more catered towards mobile, which is like
Exactly.
what I was gonna say. I really
That's
don't
the
like
main
about
issue.
mobile.
I personally think only negatives will come from this for the HLC. Of course, I think it's good overall.
Yeah.
But
For
I-
casuals, it'd be great, and for the actual.
I don't think
game.
it's good
Yeah.
overall either. I think it's
Like
it's
for
a
the
terrible
company.
idea. Like I think it's only a bit. It's only from a business point of view. This is being
Yeah.
even like considered.
yeah, for sure.
Well, for like casual players, they're gonna love that. Like, it's gonna be crazy being able to play on your phone, like wherever you are.
Well, I think in
Just
a
muck
perfect world
around.
it works, but it's obvious locator stuff for mobile.
Yeah,
Which sucks.
it's definitely not good for the high-level community.
Yeah, not at all. Although I don't know, like I feel like
It's just
it
gonna
could
make
be-
things more populated.
It could be a pretty big fad though. Like it could also happen that
Yeah.
it'll attract a lot of players. Those players will stick around and play the game, but
For a few weeks,
The-
maybe.
no. Like no. It could bring
Or you
back
think long
players,
term?
but
Maybe,
then
yeah.
but then the app will die out and people won't play on
Yeah.
the phone anymore.
Until they start catering for it.
Which I hope that never happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
god,
it
that's gonna
will
be
happen.
that'll be a
Like-
bad day.
Like,
So,
can you
like, I
imagine
think
everything,
even
like-
what was it? Jagex Ash said that they don't like the idea of like too many things being right clickable, or like what did they say? They want to try to remove like some right click.
I never
So
heard
everything's
that,
left.
but
So more things are left clicks.
Or I don't know if it was
But
him that
only-
said it.
not that there are many things you actually have to right click in the game besides like interacting with menus, but like all the content they've ever made is left click only, like
okay,
since release.
yeah.
But I think that's just like, but I don't know like what else they would do because I mean the only right clicks are with menus.
Yeah.
Hopefully, what happens is they
yeah.
make certain stuff easier on mobile somehow instead of making it
Mm.
easier overall. Because
I
like,
think they
there's
said
no
they weren't going to do that because they were talking about fletching and how people could fletch on their phone, but they're going to change fletching for phone, I'm pretty sure. So that you
There's
can't
no-
just like spam it.
There's no chance there won't be like multiple Reddit threads every single day saying like this is impossible to do on mobile. And then
Yeah.
it'll get a shit ton of support because people
Oh,
will be like,
God.
why not? Why not just do it? Like, why not?
We'll have to see
I
if the
don't
JMods
I'll
are
tell you
strong
why
enough
not.
to say no.
I don't trust the JMods. That's my issue.
Go play fucking Cookie Clicker. That's why not.
Yeah. That's what Knights are for. Bone Knight's going to be good on that, I guess, for some people. And agility. That's pretty much it. For like a high level player.
That's the issue though. Is like, Bone Knights are already perfect on Chrome Remote, and
Yeah.
agility is very doable
Agility's
on
not
Chrome Remote.
perfect. I don't. It's it's
It's not, but it's
still
doable.
it's
Like,
doable. You can't
It's
get
better than
max
it
rate.
should be, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think on mobile
like
it's going to be
50K
really
an hour
good.
plus.
Yeah, people take like people use a lot of people that use mobile kind of take it a little bit for granted. I know you guys probably don't.
Wait,
But,
you mean
like-
Chrome Remote? Take it for granted?
Yeah, like it's like people say it's not perfect, but like
It's so
we're
good,
so
man.
lucky to even have
Yeah.
that.
It's insane. Like, I actually think it's crazy. You can already do a lot of stuff. Like,
It's
even phone
so
nights, just
overpowered.
phone nights is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much getting 1-to-1 EHP when you're anywhere.
Yeah, just walking around, phone in
Yeah.
pocket.
But who actually does that?
I mean, there's someone
But
in the
it's
chat
possible, yeah.
who's a current phone
Yeah, he
nights
did it
addict.
one time.
No, man.
I
Does
probably
it
get,
all
I
the
feel like I
time
get
now.
sick of that, just constantly tapping my phone. Like,
Yeah, that
That's
sounds
so
walking
that's
terrible.
so dumb. It's stupid.
Yeah, but some people will do it for efficiency.
I feel like I have Tourette's
Yeah.
or something, dude. Fuck,
I
it's too much.
used to watch movies with my fiance and I'd phone nights at the same time.
I feel like that's different though, AJ, because you could have just had a laptop on your lap.
Yeah.
Well, I would have been. I only did that for convenience, because it would have been really uncomfortable to have that set up, sort of.
Right. But I mean, like walking around the supermarket. Sorry, Alex. Walking around a supermarket, tapping on your phone.
Walking a subway, tapping on your
That's
phone.
dumb. Don't do that.
Yeah.
The man makes
I don't
daily
know.
Tim's runs. with
I
phone
guess I
nights.
haven't done it, so I can't say. But I remember Vior said something about like doing phone nights while going out for a run, like for a jog.
Yeah.
Fuck that,
I
man.
remember when he tested it. That's pretty funny.
If you're gonna go for a run, just go for a run.
He's
dude,
like, I'm
you
gonna
know?
go for a run doing some nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you shouldn't really do plunder anymore, I guess. Which kind of
Yeah.
sucks.
Should.
Super
Don't do
macro
plunder, kids.
efficiently. Yeah, you never touch plunder.
Don't be a slave to the meta, dude.
Oh my god.
Leaving is great.
Yeah, I wouldn't do phone nights just because it's a waste of like fun XP. Like I'd way rather like play the time doing plunder than doing
There's just
nights.
There's no situation where I'd want to do phone nights. Like, it takes away,
Yeah.
for me personally, I get why people do it, but for me personally, it takes away way too much from what I'm doing IRL. Like,
Yeah,
I guess
I would
like
never enjoy
especially
my time.
since so many things, like even going to the supermarket, like a half an hour to an hour break could be like pretty beneficial.
Literally
you're
helps
just-
you.
If you're doing nights, that's worse than, like, that's more cancer than playing RuneScape. So you're just, I don't know. That just
More
builds up.
cancer.
But
than
that's
playing
literally
RuneScape.
biting the
Yeah,
bullet,
just go
though.
outside.
Like,
you
you have to
nerds.
bite the bullet.
It is
Yeah.
it is biting the bullet, yeah.
Who the hell shops anyway? Get your mom to do that or something.
I have to go like once a week, man.
What about
I'm-
chicken tendies?
I am for the family.
You're
Wait,
beta
Nick,
as
you
hell.
actually-
You're
You
beta.
do the grocery shopping?
Picks
Yes!
up the tendies and the Red Bull.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I get a lot of Red Bull, to be fair.
Combo dinner.
For how
Kinda
much of a
nice.
neat you are, Nick, I can't believe you do the grocery shopping.
Look at my peep my week. I actually have like 20 hours of zone this week,
Keep
man.
my week.
Wow.
Yeah. Water the lawn. Supermarket. None of it with phone nights, by the way.
Lawn sitting, couple darts.
Yeah. Moral player, by the way.
What do you guys think about like them actually like hyping that up with like a announcement, keeping us like waiting for that?
I think it's justified. That's a huge update. Like,
Yeah, it's
I
massive.
mean, that was like my dream when I was younger. Like, oh,
Yeah.
imagine if you could play RuneScape on your phone. Like, holy
this is the
shit, that'd be
casual
insane.
stream, man. Like,
Yeah, it is. It is.
I
this is
did
the
tell
ultimate
my
update.
I told my friend who used to play, like, yeah, they're making mobile, and he's like, but it's gonna be like a brand new game, right? I'm like, no, it's gonna be the exact same account. Like, you're literally playing the same RuneScape on your phone, and he was like blown away by that. So like, it will bring back a ton of people, and
Dude, all the,
I think
all
so,
the
it is
yeah.
really
noobs,
it is really cool. But
You're gonna see it on the App
yeah.
Store.
Also, the
yeah,
thing about
I think it'll hit number one.
think about
the App
phone
Store.
apps is that you see people at school, you see your friends using them. Like, that shit
Yeah, it
spreads
catches
as well.
on. I remember at
Like,
school that would always happen. A new
you'll see
game comes
someone-
in, everyone's playing it in a
Yeah,
couple
you'll-
days.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm just gonna
Imagine
play it on
seeing
my
everyone
phone
playing
all the time.
RuneScape.
Like when
Could be so
Hearthstone
awkward,
got like
man.
a phone version, everyone was playing it at school.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
I didn't even
I
know
feel like
it was on phone.
Oh,
Hearthstone works
Hearthstone
so
on
much
mobile
better.
is so much better. It's so
so
good.
much better than RuneScape, man. Imagine being a casual player and playing RuneScape. Play
I used-
Hearthstone on your phone, dude.
Imagine playing a card game on your phone.
What would casuals do on their phone though? Like just like fishing, swordfish or something like that. Like there
Yeah,
wouldn't be
like
much that they would
AFK
enjoy doing. I feel
Yeah.
like it's not really that
Goblins?
enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Kill
the thing.
goblins.
There's not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Like,
There's not a yeah.
RuneScape's not very appealing to a brand new
Yeah,
player.
it's not very interactive.
Like, what do you do?
You click
Yeah.
It's
the
not
tree.
easy. It wouldn't be easy to do. Like easy to
It would be fun. It
maneuver
would
around.
not be
Really
fun.
doing a mind mud and you ask, what are you doing?
It's like
what do you do?
click the tree
Click
on
the
your
rock?
phone and then just put your phone down and AFK.
Yeah, I
Why
guess
do you
people
play
that watch
games?
it like will
Dream.
watch movies and stuff like that will probably do it a lot. Like
Have
just
you
doing
guys,
it around the house more.
Have you guys thought about what Zoid's saying in the chat? How you're gonna see like a bunch of people at school playing on their phones, and they're gonna be like, "Hey man, do you play too?"
Yeah, that's
And
what
then you have to show them
your rank.
you have to show
I
them your
Would
account.
gotta
definitely
own up to
never
it.
do that.
Nah,
gotta
man,
own up
just
to it in
started.
the alpha.
You
Just
never
log
do
onto
that
your
because
alt.
then they try and make friends with you and then they ask for donations.
Yeah,
You
that's how you
can't
show
have
them
that.
your alt, but then
Oh,
you're
they don't
still
need it.
like better than them though.
I had
Yeah.
IRL friends tagging me in like Facebook pictures of RS Mobile from
Yeah, I
like
still-
middle
Yeah.
You're
school.
like, hey man,
Yeah.
you
They're
still
like,
play?
dude, look at this, man. I'm like, oh god.
Maybe they like look up to you so much that you could probably pay them like a little bit of money to do all the homework for you or something.
You think your friend's gonna worship you? What the hell? I
Yeah.
don't think it'd be that
Oh wait,
extreme,
you could
man.
actually
Rank 10
fool
HP,
them.
baby.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm not ranked 10 HP. I guess it's different.
They'll probably think that like 1 mil is a lot, so you'll say like, write my
It
essay
is.
for 1 mil.
I used to actually think I used to actually wish that like RuneScape was like accessible on like a console, like Xbox and stuff.
Ooh.
That's what I used to
That'd be
dream
weird
about. I
with
never
the
dreamed about
controller.
mobile, but I dreamed about like RuneScape being like possible on console.
Imagine trying to
doing
do like
lavas with a
mining or something.
controller.
How's the cursor
Yeah.
gonna work
That'd be
on
insane.
mobile?
Like
Yeah, I always
something
used to think
intensive?
that the same thing, Sean.
That'd be so hard.
Yeah.
All the games that sort of were built for the console, but their menus, like there aren't very many console games that have a good menu. They're always like so hard to control because you just got the analog sticks or the D-pad to like move around, and like they're not very.
Oh, D-pad
exactly what it
AHK.
is.
D-pad AHK abuse.
Yeah, you,
Oh
Holy-
god.
you get.
Use the triggers for fletching. Just
Trigger
spam
It's a
it.
programmable controller.
Has anyone in here ever like played an extensive amount of phone games either? Like personally, I've never been a big fan of them.
I had like an
Uh,
8-ball pool phase, but
Dude, I played a ton of phone
that kinda
games.
died.
You
Clash
Clash
of
of
Clans,
Clans.
a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
All I ever
Ages
did
ago, I
was
haven't
like
played much.
Not
Subway
like a
Surfers
game I
and
know
Math
life
Class.
or anything like
I played
that.
Temple Run for like 8 months
Ooh, that
straight.
was a
Oh,
good one.
Temple Run, yeah.
That was a great game.
Until
Subway
it stopped
Surfers,
working
come
on my
on.
phone for some reason. Alright,
That-
we were talking about that for quite a while, so let's move on to the next one. This is like the topic that was sort of inspired by Dan S's recent video, is what defines high-level community, in your opinion?
I kind of think anyone can almost push their way into the high level community. I know you can just look at numbers, and most of us are just going to say like if you can get into, say, like Solace, Omni, and Hexus, forgot their names. I don't know. I know Appearance on Twitter. I wouldn't call him part of the high level community, but like so many people are starting to know who he is now, and like sure he's got low EHP and everything. Like I don't know. He's like pushing his
Twitter
way into the
clone,
high
man.
level community.
I can't believe you just gave him a shout out.
Shout out Appearance. I know you're watching.
He's sort of like he's kind of on the same level as that Sir Quackers guy as well.
Oh.
If you guys
Yeah,
know him.
it's like they're
It's
not
like-
in
Stop,
the
dude.
community, but they're
They don't
like
have, like-
pushing their way in.
Yeah. They don't have the account, but they have like the sort of like people know who
The
they are.
knowledge as well. Like they know what's up. They're not just like a complete noob.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't like agree
They're
with you
like
there,
aware.
but
Well, they're aware of like efficiency and like what we're trying to do. Like they're not just like like when they see someone getting 200 mils and like, oh, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I want to say is like if you have an understanding of what the high level community is, or like the methods that everyone does, and if you can, not necessarily you have to do them, but it's like if you're aware of them. I feel
Or
like
if you're striving to do it,
yeah, because I
then
have
you
one
can probably
friend
be
who, like,
counted.
yeah, like one of my oldest friends on RuneScape, he never got onto skilling, but it's like he knows all the methods and he's like aware of everything. Like I feel like
yeah, but I wouldn't say he's part of the community because no one really knows who he is.
right, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if you are a skiller and you're high ranked, you're kind of by default in the high level community, because usually, like in almost all cases, you're interacting with people in the community. There's like a few like one-off, or like a few like sort of like minority there that don't talk. Even like Link's Titan doesn't really talk to people, but that much. But he communicates with them enough, and he's a high enough rank that everyone would consider him part of the high level community. But like
you
if
don't
like
have to be a high level player then to be in the HLC though.
yeah, but like if you're a high level player, it's a lot easier to be part of the community.
Yeah.
Or you got to make some memes or
I don't know.
something.
Because it depends. I think we're both, well, we're looking at it two different ways. We're looking at it just like what makes high level, and then what makes this community. Because I feel like anyone can get into the
Yeah.
community, but
It's tough 'cause-
not everyone can be high level. But I mean,
There's a
of course, this is all subjective.
Yeah, but
thing.
like if you're like 400 total, like what are you going to contribute to a discussion?
But you can still be part of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
any community
Yeah.
if you know what's going on.
I mean, you can still be friends with them.
Just kind of
Yeah.
weird that the high level community is comprised of mostly non-high level players. In the
What are you
end.
trying to say, dude?
What do
Wait,
you
what's
mean?
what's the,
I'm not
what's the
saying
threshold, Nick?
I'll leave it at that, man.
Top 25?
Are e-girls part of the high level
I don't know. It's
community?
just
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a lot.
I'd
No.
say so.
I think they are.
Most of them are. Some of them aren't, but I
I don't
mean,
know, man.
people like the best example is Allison. Like she's definitely part of the high level community. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's made so many people burn out.
That's true.
Man, these are people we just don't
Shout
talk
out.
about on a podcast.
Damn.
We're supposed
Yeah.
to block all e-girls, not mention them on our podcast. Come on, man.
Supposed to follow
Oh
them.
god.
Yeah, but yeah, high level community is basically just isn't as simple as saying Hexus, Solace, Omnia, SKSC. I mean Hexus, Solace, Omnia.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Next question. And fantasy EHP is over now. It was over over a week ago now, or just under a week ago actually. And Team Omar won. So what do you guys think about fantasy EHP as a whole the second time around? For those of you who were there first time around, what season do you think was better overall?
I
And,
never even paid attention to the first one. I'm not even sure if I was aware that it was going on. I know it still had a lot of hype to it, but I still think that the first one's hype kind of died down as well. And I feel like for the second one, the hype, it did die down a little bit, but towards the end, I think everyone kind of came back. And I like how it was run. It seemed pretty professional, and the rules weren't vague. I think it was run pretty well.
Well, the rules are the same as the first one as well, like
Right,
the exact same. But yeah, it's run well, and
It felt really professional this time.
yeah, the only thing I would really change is like, I think Gangbito mentioned in his like debrief video, is to like be careful with the managers that he picks. I guess like some of them, like make sure that like be sure that they're actually gonna stay or stick through to the end.
Yeah, I like
if,
that.
If,
I like
if
having
they
to pick.
stop,
Yeah.
if they stop, then it's no fun because it's less competitive.
I think
the-
everyone kind of dropped off halfway through, like
But
died
like
down a bit.
obviously, it's
Wasn't
Team
that hype.
Axelix and Team Omar were the ones that were trying. Were the two teams that were trying the most, I think. Well, I actually am not gonna say that, but
I think a Bronton Vires as well.
Yeah, all
I
the-
think
the
Vires
four final
especially
teams.
his team members were more motivated than a lot of other teams, as well as Vires himself. I think they tried pretty hard throughout most of it.
and like
They just didn't have as good of a team, unfortunately. Like they probably would have lost to Randy in their quarterfinals if he submitted his lineup or whatever. So
yeah. And like after the second one being done, I'm actually kind of looking forward to the third one, and I'd hope that I could possibly be a team manager for the third one. It sounds like it'd be actually a lot of fun because that's something that I feel like I would actually be kind of good at, be picking the right players. And I
It would be fun as well, I think.
wouldn't see myself being demotivated like halfway through, because I was always paying attention to fantasy EHP from the start. And that could be like a little bit biased because I was on a good team, but yeah,
Oh,
Actually,
I'm
man,
looking
speaking
forward
of
to it.
teams. Oh man, thought
What?
it was. I thought it was. Okay, Nick.
What's up, bud?
My team is too heavy.
Oh, your team was Stagzor.
All right.
Oh, poor guy,
Oh
man.
my God.
Like-
I pray for you.
No, you know what was really shitty though? It was at the end of like the 4th week or something. We were like 0-4. But
And you were like first in EHP.
but we were like
basically?
second in points. Like second or third in points. So like we were losing the head-to-heads, but we had really good total points.
Yeah, that was
Oh
sad.
Oh my! I felt so bad for teams for Stegs, or like
Yeah.
his losses were literally so close every single time.
He also made. Oh, I don't know. He had such a dumb draft too, and he came out so well.
How is
What do
that
you
a
mean-
dumb
what do you
draft?
mean a
He
dumb
picked
draft?
me
He picked
in the first round.
He picked XD.
Oh yeah, he picked.
He
Nick.
picked XD in like
Rip.
the 4th round.
He got clowned as well. That was funny ass.
Wait, was that
You
was that
didn't
when he
realize
was
that he wasn't
completely
playing.
like not playing?
0 week.
Yeah, he did. He had no idea. He was oblivious. He's like, oh, XD is
Yeah.
a good player.
He drafted a guy on a 0 week in the 4th round.
Yeah, he did.
Then he got taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I found it pretty cool how although Stored XP won the final week, nobody actually used Stored XP for like the whole comp.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
a gentleman's competition. I think
Yeah,
it
that
was
was pretty good.
Pretty well.
Kind of nice. Not a single instance of tickets. Pretty
I
cool.
guess some Nightmare Zone, but that's okay.
I mean, hey, look. at
we
who
would
gets
we would have
so
lost anyway though, because Andrew Wiggins just kind of dipped. Did red?
I mean, I thought he had a great week. I thought he really turned up for the boys, but
put up some big
Yeah, I
numbers.
guess.
I was
Yeah.
I was the guy that was supposed to have the least amount of HP that week.
Didn't you do like one of the most? I don't remember.
No, he
The
said he was
last
gonna do
one,
100. He told me he was gonna
I
do
said I
100.
could do 100, but then like halfway through I realized we're gonna lose, so I just gave up trying.
Oh, okay.
Or no, it was the first half that I was like shitting the bed on. So yeah.
Oh
never
yeah.
mind.
Yeah, what Dumbfounded said in the chat. I'm not gonna say it on stream, but
I don't know. I think it was really good. Like, motivated me personally a lot to just play and go as hard as I could. So that's good. It's positive
was
I'm taking
nice.
from it. It was fun too.
Yeah, I'd like to be on a winning team for once.
It's always next season.
I'll pick you. I'll pick you, Sean, if you're still
Hell yeah.
playing.
I'm tired of losing fantasy, man. Give me some teammates.
your team fucking sucked, dude.
I feel like that'd be good for the community as well because it's quite motivating for a lot of players, like to get that
Oh,
little bit
yeah.
of competitive edge to it. Like I felt that as well, and I don't
That's
usually like
not
try
fair,
to
Nick.
push myself that hard.
Yeah, you definitely
who-
see like people are pushing their weeks, like the first few weeks at least. Like, I'm sure like One Eyed Owl wouldn't have been trying as hard with the number zone if it wasn't for fantasy HP.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
people like
yeah.
him, and Funk as well. Like, I doubt he would have been playing 100 hours a week if it wasn't for fantasy HP.
Was Zanko playing a lot before Fantasy HP?
Yeah, he was always playing a lot.
Yeah, I guess.
I think he always played over 100, but he was doing Agi.
Oh yeah,
You
constant.
guys think of any
lower
players who like
under
started
HP?
playing a shit ton and are still playing a shit ton now?
Pot often,
Fantasy
pot often.
specifically.
Oh well, so I was thinking, Bounter wasn't even in the fantasy HP, was he?
He was on.
I think he
Team
was.
Oh,
Fantasy.
he was. Oh, okay.
And Pod
okay.
often was on Team Stagzor, but it wasn't really because of. I guess he was kind of motivated by fantasy, yeah. But his team fucking sucked. He was on Sean's team, so.
Oh, I was just saying that like that's some guy who was playing like who wasn't playing much like by the time it started,
Yeah.
but then he was playing a lot toward
Oh,
like during it.
that's a good
Like
one too.
starting had
Actually,
the opposite effect.
420 Ganja King put up some big numbers during fantasy
Yeah.
as well.
Oh yeah.
Who is that dude?
I didn't even know who he was.
Sorry, my
before.
bad. 420
Sorry,
Lava
Yeah.
King.
You're a cool guy.
I would have loved to see like I think Omar had like a plan for it as well. Their team had a plan. Like I think there was like 2 or 3 people that were gonna like trade for players' alts and do like Slayer,
Oh,
and then,
yeah.
like pre-99 Slayer on the alt and get like 150. That would have been really cool to see.
Did
I
Vior do
didn't
that?
have-
Because he didn't have 99 Slayer, did he?
Yeah, neither did Omar though.
That's when he
didn't
got
do it either.
his EHP month. Yeah,
Like on his main.
he was doing a bit of Slayer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, first week
Omar
was
had
good.
like 4 or 5 alts ready to go to do the 399 Slayer.
Yeah.
I don't think he actually went through with it though. I can't remember though.
Would have been a pretty bold move.
yeah.
All right, let's move on to the wall discussion. So the wall is referring to was a term coined by Ray in his first commentary he made on his channel. Basically, it originally was meant for just gatherers, so all the people who would who would do all the Bibles first and then have only gathers or slow skills left, basically, would hit this wall that would be hard, would make it so it was hard for them to play for pretty much then on. But I guess since then the wall has sort of branched off a bit, and now there's a wall for pretty much everything. Like there's a Bible wall, there's a gatherer wall, there's an e-girl wall, there's a free time wall, anime wall, you name it, man. Like
There's an anime wall.
There's some tough walls. You
The
can't
league
find
wall.
out how to
That one.
The
climb them.
league wall.
Oh, the league wall is
So,
real, man. That's been a pretty bad one recently for some
League
some people.
wall.
I'm
So-
trying to climb over it.
are there any walls that you guys are currently trying to climb over, or you know what you will eventually hit?
Bible wall. Need more money.
Well, personally, I'm not autistic, so I feel like the whole game's just a wall.
Agreed.
Like
Very hard game.
the
Unlucky,
way I
dude.
see the whole game is just
Unlucky.
a wall, but it's pretty fun to scale. So
Get born
I
again.
just-
And I explained that right, Ray. Like I know it's kind of your topic, I guess, but I guess did I explain it right?
Yeah, it's just a term. Doesn't have to be specific.
Yeah. I mean, it is also a meme too. Like a lot, like
Yeah.
The good meme.
I missed that day. I wasn't even like on Twitter that day when like the wall memes were going.
It was so unintentional too. He literally just fucking made up a term for it on his video, and then
The fucking the one with the construction dude like jumping through the drywall was the best.
Yeah,
But,
like how
um,
Omnia
but yeah,
will
they're
build the
like
wall.
for me, I think like the only wall I could see myself like, and I'm probably eventually like it's gonna happen like pretty much right now is the free time wall, and that basically means like I'll just have like it'll be impossible for me to play like a lot now like moving forward, and that would only demotivate me or like when it would either not motivate me at all or it would demotivate me.
oh my god,
Parenthood wall.
yeah,
The parenthood
Hey,
wall.
dude.
I guess
You got
it's a
the
pretty
biggest-
unique one. I don't think anyone really has that wall.
Yeah,
How
Um,
many people have
rank
hit the
one dad.
baby wall?
people don't realize AJ was one of those players who had no problems with any walls. You know, he made his money, he did his mining,
Absolute
he did his
autist.
hunter, but then he hits one of the most unlikely walls a RuneScape player could ever hit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you could still argue that like I might not be able to make the money but by the time I need it. But I
You really
think
think it's that hard to play Wyvernauts?
Well, I'm making a gargoyle right now actually as we speak. But
We spent some time today looking at a Seth spreadsheet about
Oh
like,
yeah.
the macro
Shout-
man money. And
Shout out to
it-
Seth, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spreadsheet. It's almost like reassuring how little money you actually need for Toon
I
Wall.
actually only need to make 6 bill.
But
That's insane.
it's just how many hours you have left to go to make that money. It's like it's not too hard.
It's reassuring. When I
Yeah.
found it this morning as well.
I mean, even if you don't make the money in time, you can still like do a bit of runecraft or serb slay.
Yeah,
Full
it's
save.
still
If you don't make it
not
all,
even
like
that.
you're not gonna
Full
lose
save
that
three
much
Wyvern
time.
Wyvernauts.
dude.
Yeah.
I guess there is a Bible wall, and there's definitely a gatherer wall.
I think
Oh,
the
hell
Bible
yeah.
wall. The
Man.
Bible wall is way bigger than the Gatherer wall.
No way.
No
Because
way.
you
The
can
gathering
AFK
wall is 1,000
No, no,
times harder.
Because you can AFK gatherers, but like people who are poor, they can't get out.
You, Sean, are you macro efficient?
Oh.
I'm not poor.
It really just depends on the person. I
All
think,
right, then
though.
no
Like,
wall.
there's some people that don't like never really had a problem with the whole Bibles playstyle, I guess, like doing them first because that's what they enjoyed. But like for like I know me personally, like I tried, like I did like a couple months of shop while doing Bibles, and then I eventually just couldn't tolerate it anymore, and I gave up on shop. And I guess you could say there was sort of like a shop wall for me, which like prevented me from doing the Bibles straight, which I had planned to do. So, but
I
like
think
I
there's
don't know, a lot of people like never had a problem with that, I guess.
I think there's a difference between doing Bibles to be macro efficient and doing Bibles because they're like the next easiest thing to do.
Yeah,
A lot of people play that way, yeah.
I think most people just pick the next
I
easiest
think a
thing
lot of
to
people
do.
use one and use the other the other concept as their
Yeah.
excuse. Like
Yeah,
they'll say like it's macro efficient, but they're really just doing it because
They will do the trifecta. Start
I can't believe you're
runesmithing,
roasting me on the podcast
toss
like
some
this, Ray.
chins.
toss
Yeah,
some
Nick,
chins.
you-
Toss some chins
Toss
because
some
all that
chins.
costs literally no money. And
Put most
then,
strength in NMZ next, by the way.
Yeah.
That's definitely a
Yeah,
real
like-
thing though, and that's when the wall is the scariest, man. When people just do the next easiest skill, that's
Yeah, you're setting
that is
yourself
a
up for failure.
spooky wall because
That's how you-
then you have a gathering wall and a Bible wall.
yeah, you have everything.
You have no
That's like-
easy
The game
skills
is gonna
left.
become. Oh man.
Like Link,
crashing
well,
down
not
on
even
you.
in Links. Links is
That-
like
that's
the
why I'm
perfect-
saying-
perfect player.
NYJ, I feel like NYJ is not gonna last that long, much longer.
That's 2
Dude,
shots.
he's gonna get some fat AFK fish months, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think he'll be willing to just AFK stuff, but
think he'll
even
enjoy it.
That's like far down the line because he's still just kind of going for XP.
I know
I think
he
my-
has like a logical reason for everything he does. Like he'll say like, well, I like to call this the manipulating my XP, so I throw gray chins instead of black chins because my money's gonna last me a lot longer that way.
DMP logic.
I just can't believe
But
how
I
far
can't.
he's come
I don't think
as a
he'd
normal
use
user.
logic for AFK fishing.
Same.
What logic would
Yeah.
you use for that?
Man, he's just such a phenomenal player. Like he's a non-alt user, but he makes the money of an alt user. Like,
Imagine.
no,
Gifted, truly gifted player.
must be
Yeah. That's pretty much all we have to say about the wall, right?
Yeah, just swap for
Yeah.
the money.
gathering skills
Oh,
are hard,
what?
by the way.
Flip, bro.
Limport roots.
Import roots.
Yeah. Double your money.
Don't even ask about it, please.
The the double XP weekend wall.
The double GP weekend wall.
Oh. Okay, so next question or next topic, I guess, is top 5 to 2 normal all predictions. So who will be in rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
I'd have to like.
By the time 4
It'll be the current. No, it wouldn't.
No.
I was gonna say it'd be the current top 4, and then like the 5th is like a wild card.
I feel like
No.
it's still so far away that there are people who we don't even know like have it in them.
No one's
Yeah.
gonna come out of nowhere at this point. We're too late in
Well,
the game.
it's not like
Uh.
coming out of nowhere, but it's like like pick a sort of semi-random person who's like say rank between like 30 and 60. Like is there anyone right now that you know of in those ranks that you're like, yeah, they're getting to normal all? I don't
Well,
think there's a single person who
30
like
to 60.
Well, if
It's
you're
hard
not
to say
top
when they're so far
25,
away.
if you're not like top
right.
30 now, you're probably not gonna be top 5 ever, right?
No, you definitely can.
I don't think you can
Well,
even
your
really
Lord
judge it on like
Karma.
their current rank as well, because some people have like inflated ranks with
Yeah,
XP and EHP. Like you could do
a lot
all
of
the
people.
easy EHP skills and leave like mining, rune crafting, fishing, wood cutting to last, and just have to. Like, you could burn out there for sure.
I think it's tough because you have to look at players who've done everything, and there's actually not that many of them who've done specifically the gathering skills.
Lynx
think
and
players-
Vest probably have like the best chance for the. Well,
Yeah,
Lynx is back, but Vestfold,
I
I,
think-
don't think he's gonna make
I think
it.
Lynx is pretty much guaranteed at this point, but I think maybe like
Yeah, I think Lynx
I
will get it
can't, I
no
just
matter
can't
what.
say that because no one's done 2 normal mining and rune crafting like both.
yeah, true.
Yeah,
Like
Also,
like,
you ruined everything, AJ.
what?
What do you mean?
You'd be such an easy pick, man.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
What do
yeah.
you mean?
For tutorable all. Now I don't know, dude.
Oh, because of the kid. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's tough balancing everything, man. I have faith in you, but fuck.
Well, no, I can still play. It's just I won't be able to keep up with people.
No, the problem is the motivation, is what I think. Like,
I think
Yeah.
I don't think I'll lose motivation, but I guess who knows? I might be too interested
definitely-
in. I might want to spend too much time with my kid or something. Who knows?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But like
Yeah,
I
that's-
can still sort of like limit
I'm saying
myself.
you're not a shoo-in. You're not a shoo-in anymore. Before I would have said I'm pretty confident.
A
you're gonna get
shoo-in?
tutorable all. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What
I
is
know
that?
you mean, yeah. Just kind of like
Like,
a guarantee, I guess.
Yeah, near guarantee.
all right. Yeah. No obligations really.
I don't think there's anyone who can be like guarantee to get.
I can't even think.
What?
Not
There's
even
a guy
not even
that's
5
like
top people.
there's a guy that's like 6 months away.
No, I think if
No,
Karma,
he's longer than that because he's not
Yeah,
playing
he's
as much
months.
anymore.
Lynx.
Is he
I don't
8
think
months
Link's
Are
gonna
you talking
play.
Lynx?
Yeah, how
Yeah.
many months
Lynx
away
is
is he?
like over a
Six.
year.
He's still
He's
got
not a year.
he's still got a
It's
big part
over
of
a year.
agility, and he's
Is
got
it?
all of mining. He's definitely. I don't think he's gonna play 100 hours a week with mining. Like, there's no way he's gonna.
Okay,
Look at what he
Lynx
does
is
rune crafting.
4.4k,
He'll do a casual-
4.4k EHP. He's got over a year. That's mining and rune crafting and agility. He's got over a year left.
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah,
4.4k
yeah.
a year pretty casual for him?
Either way, like, no one's gonna catch up to him if he keeps up like an
It's like
over
90.
just over your pace.
He has to do like 90 weeks.
All right,
of
he'll get it
mining
next
and
summer.
rune crafting.
Like next summer maybe?
I think he's over a year away.
I think it's gonna be like
maybe the end of the year.
late
year.
2018 is like the
Yeah.
earliest.
If he does play like a lot.
Either way, he'll be the first if he gets it by late 2018.
Yeah,
Well,
no
he
one's
could-
gonna get it anytime soon like
He
that.
could quit for a year and he'd still be rank 1.
No, I don't think so, because he'd have to like he'd have to quit for a year, and then he'd have to come back and match whatever pace that the guy like next to him is playing.
No way. He's like 5k further than the next non-burnt person.
Okay, but like
more.
he's got a lot of like leeway right now. Like, he can play 40 hours a week and he could still get it probably.
Yeah.
But if he waits a year, doesn't play at all and waits a year, and like let's say Razor Beast is like at 1k hours away from him, like there's a chance that he could pass him, like.
Pressure's on at that point, basically.
Yeah, basically. But I don't think Lynx 10 really cares about the rank, so maybe it wouldn't even affect him.
Yeah.
I think Lynx will do it. I'm pretty confident he will.
Yeah.
No, yeah, knowing that he's just been on a holiday is pretty reassuring. Like it hasn't really lost any motivation. We'll see what he gets back onto though. If he gets onto fat weeks still, or
Everyone
a
else,
little
though,
bit
it's
less.
tough as hell. Like, I guess Jace and Razor, I guess you have to say them. Like, you don't
Well,
have to.
who
But,
do you
like,
Yeah,
think be
they're the
ranked
best
2 then?
bets.
Do you think who think's gonna get number
Razor
2?
Beast.
Razor?
number 2.
Razor,
Razor
I
for
think.
sure.
Sens.
Because Razor will be more macro efficient than Jace for sure. Because Jace has the stream. Like that's the biggest factor. If
Yeah,
Jace
but
wasn't
Razor
streaming
is
then
cool. Razor is
Yeah,
cool,
but
right?
does
Yeah.
Razor have the ability to like do gatherers like at like the
yeah,
will he be able to 3 ticket all the time?
I think
Have
he will
you
be able to.
seen Razor's wall?
Yeah. I don't know, I think he's got it.
Well, the
See,
same as
yeah.
Hey Jace is the same as Hey Jace's right now.
Yeah.
Razor's
And
like
hey Jace has a
he
stream
has-
wall.
Razor
Razor
has
did a
like one
12
of the
mil
best.
agi month, by the way.
He has like one of the best opportunities right now. Yeah, like him and Jason. I'm still kind of leaning on Sens. Like I don't know. I just feel like
You think Sens?
Yeah.
I don't know about Sens.
The thing is,
do it.
I don't know
He'll
about
do it.
Sens just because he could kind of like go on a hiatus again. Like he
Did
Yeah.
he send
Yeah.
through
It could
Souls for
happen.
all his RC?
Lavas.
no.
Oh, he did
Lavas
Lavas.
for all
He
of
did
it.
Lavas like 2
Oh.
years ago.
That's tough. I don't know. I mean, he's a good player. I just have no idea.
I think Sens could get top 5. We'll move on. We'll see who. Okay. So I'd say like Lynx, Razor, and Jace for sure. Like rank 1, 2, and 3, and then number 4 and 5 are
Yep.
kind of the guessing
Probably-
game at this point for
Wild
me.
cards, yeah.
Probably Sens and Cephalotaxis.
You see, like
Rank 2.
someone like
Rank 22 farming.
you know like Ardinho, like if he ended up making
don't
the
know.
money, if he ended
It's
up
so
making
tough
the
for
money.
Ardinho to say.
Yeah, with the hours he
When he's
plays,
done
he
zero
definitely could
Bibles,
get it,
I don't know.
but yeah.
If he kept up his hours and he eventually found a way to make 0-time GP.
What if he gets donated the
No,
money?
no, but you know what the issue I see with Ardinho is that he'll do the Bibles and then he'll get to them and say, "Why would I do this?" He'll suck. He'll log out
What do
and
you
never
mean? Why
log
would
back
what
in.
do you mean? Why would he do this?
Well, because I think he said himself he doesn't really enjoy the Bibles.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that same issue. Like I wouldn't have problem making the money. It's just doing the Bible would just
Yeah,
kill
it's
me.
like I don't
Like
like.
doing crafting and herblore back to back.
Uh-huh.
I don't
so
have
you're
to do
saying
that.
yeah, it's like
just
Vestwood
wanna
Get
Well,
me
as
out
well.
of this bank.
Ardinho's done like cooking and that's it. Like there's no indication that he can make the money and there's
He's
no
barely
indication
done
that he'll
cooking even.
want to do the skills.
It's like Vestwold too, sort of has the same
Yeah,
mindset.
like Vest.
Yeah.
Vest has that exact issue.
Best
Well, not really,
like,
because he'll just watch
reached-
anime.
No, but he
I-
struggled with crafting, man.
He did
Yeah.
say that he
Yeah.
was eventually probably going to get it because it's just like a byproduct of him just playing a lot. But I guess that's not the case now.
I think Ardinho could do it. I just don't know how motivated he'd be to do the Bibles.
Yeah.
I don't know if he cares to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he cares at all. Like, exactly.
I know Festival hasn't finished mining, but I do feel like he's reached the point where he's like, I don't see a point in playing. And
Yeah.
I know he's still playing a little bit, but I don't know.
Not really
What about
motivated to
Omar?
compete.
I think
Right.
Omar could get it, but
I don't. The
He won't
only
be
reason
as
I don't.
efficient
I'm not
with
going to say
the
Omar
gatherers.
is because he's going to AFK the gatherers. If he
Yeah,
if
Omar's
he
a
yeah,
fucking
so
nerd. He
that'll
definitely
set
could
him
do
back.
it. You know, you can
I
say
think
Omar.
well he
for top
won't
five.
fully AFK the gatherers. I think he'll do the
Half
best he
and
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, like half
Do you
and
think
half. At least
Randy's-
he'll build
I-
up his hours.
Randy's going to
Randy,
AFK
no
the
way.
gatherers, right? He's going to
Randy
AFK
I
will
don't
them.
keep playing forever. That's kind of my guess.
I think
Randy,
he'll
what's
He'll
Randy
stop
going to?
soon.
Randy has his full-time job. He's already got like his own
His-
house, his own.
His life's kind of set up, and I feel like from now on,
He has
like,
that
he doesn't-
situation.
Yeah.
He's not gonna play much, but he's not gonna stop.
I don't
Well,
see Randy
he's
stop.
on 60s right now. He's on 60s,
I know,
70s.
He's on a,
so.
he's on
he's
a
playing a lot right
75-hour week.
Playing a lot right now.
Like he
Yeah,
could, he could still
73.5
kind of like
something.
he's still gonna stay like high ranked forever, pretty much, if he keeps up that sort of
he will.
playstyle.
He's on a near 300 month. What the hell, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Full-time
good.
job.
I don't know who else.
It
though, yeah.
becomes a question if he's gonna AFK the Gathers at that point, if whether he hit top 5 or not.
Oh, you know he's 5-tick fishing in the cruiser, man.
Yeah. But
Oh
in
man.
a charger.
no,
Yeah.
people could change, just like Omar could eventually build up the ability to do to 3-tick and 2-tick.
Well, don't forget Omar's fucking health is also screwed.
Wait, how?
Mentally and physically.
Like his
Poor man.
He's I think it's shoulder issues he has. Not 100% sure, but he like yeah.
It like hurts to left click.
His body hurts, man.
Oh.
Because he's
Yeah.
a giant. He's deformed.
He's too big.
Also, got fucking mauled by a car or something a while back, so
What?
Bald.
If Sean stepped it up again like he used to, he could probably get top 5.
yeah, man. Oh,
Yeah.
I think a year ago we would have been talking about Sean Bay, but
I just don't think
Wait,
Sean
you guys-
cares.
You guys have
Sean
already
just doesn't
lost
care
your
about it.
faith in me.
no. Maybe we lost faith in you getting top 5 because it's kind of hard to get top 5.
Did
playing
you
Rune all
ever
day.
have hope of me getting top 5? I was too late
Yes.
to the
Yeah.
game.
Yes.
It was too late. It's too late.
No, if you kept up
Definitely,
like
yeah.
90,
It's
like
not too
80s
late
and
at
90s, you
all.
would have easily like you'd be past me and like
Sean,
like
are you fucking retarded? You're rank 11.
If I was
Too
like,
late.
It's
if I was
not
like
too
a
late,
couple
Sean.
years,
Too
if I was
late,
like a
top
couple
11.
years older and like, if I already had my degree and I had like a stable life, I think I could do it.
Oh, what about? I think Frozen's gonna get top 5. He'll sneak in 5.
Yeah,
He's fat
I think
and
Frozen
he's motivated.
I think Karma as well.
He's fat.
Yeah,
Oh,
Karma's
I
a bit
totally
more-
forgot about Karma.
Yeah, Karma and Frozen.
I think if
Karma is
Karma
just
does a
so
bit more-
consistent.
They're like the
There's
same
a bit
type
more
of player.
gatherers. Oh man.
Because
Yeah,
yeah,
but, like, what-
they can both do every aspect of the
You have
game.
to think
Yeah,
of what a
that's a good
person's
point.
future looks like for like the next
Oh.
3 years.
Karma's like the
Karma lives in
lives in
reliable
Finland,
He
so
lives in
it's
Like, what-
Tasmania.
what-
His
like,
life
what are
isn't
their
going
next-
anywhere.
What do their next 3 years look like?
He lives in Tasmania.
Yeah, Karma's
He's
a
getting
fucking
top 5 to
weirdo,
tournament
man. I
all.
don't know.
Tasmania. I thought that was a meme.
He's a player mod. He's committed for life now.
Yeah, he's got responsibilities, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Karma's,
Karma and Frozen for sure.
Karma's
I
on,
kinda
thought
like
on the
Tasmania
board.
was where like dragons live and shit.
I feel like I see Karma as kind of like the Bible version of Frozen.
Yeah, if you combine, it's a perfect player.
No, Frozen
Oh.
isn't bad at the Bibles though. Like he's doing
Yeah.
alright.
No. Like he did, like Karma did Bibles and Frozen. Karma did Bibles first and Frozen did Gatherers first. What I mean.
But they're both.
They're
both
both
really
the two
consistent
easiest
players.
gatherers
Yeah.
first.
I'm kind of tired of the old school 200 mil all race. Can we get like a new game?
2005 Scape.
2005 Scape. I was
Imagine thinking rank 11 is too far behind.
well,
Tron Bay logic.
Can I have your rank, dude?
whatever, dude.
Let's swap accounts, Sean.
There's a huge gap. Like 5 and 11. That's a huge gap.
Yeah, but number 2 is burnt.
No, that's not a huge like from 5 to 11. It's all like it's all pretty similar. Like there's not much of a gap. It's from 5 to 4.
Let me check. Number 2. Oh no, where the hell is Vest? Number 2 is burnt. Cool is number 9, and he's gonna quit after he's done his goals. So you're already like top 10 basically to tournament all. So, and there's no guarantee
I'll
that
be
people ahead
number
of you will
5.
go for tournament all.
I'll be number 5
Yeah.
There you go.
this year. Same time this year. I'll be number 5. There you go.
Cool. Isn't AJ
Alright,
gonna
see
be
you
number
then,
5
Sean.
though?
Oh yeah, what's AJ's name? Rank 5, 2018.
Oh yeah, I should probably have changed that to like
No,
rank
2019.
15
You're
or
good. You're
something.
good. You're good.
I'll be rank 5, 2020.
You can just save that name for Sean when he gets there.
I'll hold it on an alt.
Placeholder. Yeah.
All right. Okay, we'll move on to the next topic. I don't imagine we're gonna talk about this that much, but Grotesque Guardians. What do you guys? It's
is
released.
that?
It's released.
Don't know
now,
what
right?
it is.
Grotesque
It's the
Guardians.
gargoyle
It's
boss,
the
isn't it?
gargoyle, the top
Oh, the
floor
gargoyle
stuff.
boss. The shit.
Another Slayer buff. Pog champ.
The one that it drops that dust that upgrades your cannonballs to do +5 more damage, or has a +5 more max hit.
I think all the
Is that
rewards
untradeable?
are. Yeah, it is.
Oh, so it's useless.
Didn't
I think-
they do something with
What do you
the?
mean it's useless?
It is.
What if it's
I-
untradeable?
Personally, I think all the rewards suck.
I
and
thought
the
it is
boss-
tradable.
Yeah, it needs to have high GP per hour, or else it's just gonna be fully dead content. Like all the rewards just suck. All the
I thought
stupid
they
granite shit.
changed the cannonball dust like from the original blog post.
Yeah, they made it untradeable.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does. It's like bad. Like the boss sucks. It has to be high GP per hour or else.
I wanted
It has to be
Slayer
like
to
a Zulrah. It has to be like a Zulrah or else it'll just suck.
all this like I wanted Slayer to get faster, and then they make the dust not tradable. Can't believe
Well,
this.
Yeah, I know it's depressing.
And the boots
a
are
good
like
step.
best in slot defense or something like that.
Yeah, but that
Like,
kind of sucks.
maybe for people
They're like
tanking.
better Bandos boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe those
buff
could be
Mendos boots.
useful for. Do they have high magic defense at all in any way?
I
Ooh.
could check.
Actually,
I
I'm
mean,
on
oh,
the
they're
link.
granite boots. Yeah, they definitely don't.
I'm on
No,
the page
they're just
right
melee
now.
defense gear.
No, they're -3 magic defense.
Dude, use the actions.
You should just bring like bulwark and like 3
Minus
like
3
high
magic.
like defense like items and just just pray mage the whole time.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
they're
know.
mainly just for tanking, for PVMing.
I think
So,
Prims are
pretty
probably
niche
just
use.
better in every situation. You think about it, really, all tank gear sucks in old school except for, well,
Yeah, pretty much. It's
I
pretty
think
useless.
Ellie is useful
Don't
in
really
some
need it for
situations.
anything.
I think Ellie has its sorry, I don't even know PVM, but I think Ellie has its uses. But I think if you're like comfortable enough with whatever PVM you're doing, you'd rather have a DPS item
Yeah.
instead of the
Yeah,
tank.
it's pretty much all offense in this
You
game.
could just like switch
Yeah.
them every attack though if you want. As
Yeah,
well.
if you had to, yeah, you would do that.
Maybe for Iron Man, I don't know. Not really many uses for the boots.
Yeah, everything kind of sucks.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think it'll
probably
be
I
dead,
thought the
but-
cannonballs were good. I thought people would actually use those, but guess you can't.
Yeah.
Rip.
So no Slayer boost.
It could
So
have
there's
been pretty
absolutely no way
controversial,
for us to get cannonball dust, right? 'Cause if
Yeah,
we're going
there's
for like
no
Terminal
way.
Slayer.
Unless you're
untradeable.
killing it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't think
Maybe-
a high level player is ever going to kill it.
Maybe for non-alt users, I'm not sure. If it's like anywhere near efficient to kill that boss, probably not.
They're gonna have drop a pet.
Doubt it, yeah.
Petscape.
I think it does drop a pet, yeah.
I think they were talking about a pet.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
Petscape.
All right. So next topic is this is my favorite one. This is a pretty interesting topic. It's what are some esoteric practices that you've learned that help save you time? Esoteric being like a sort of lesser known things, like lesser done. Like let's say like a. Well, I guess I could just use mine as an example. Polyphasic sleeping. I say that's a pretty esoteric practice because most people sleep monophasically. Almost all people do, and it definitely saves me a lot of time because I only sleep 5 hours a day, as opposed to most people having the need to sleep like 6, 7, 8 hours a day, whatever they need. And yeah, it definitely saves me a considerable amount of hours. Not just because like it's an extra hour every single day, but it gives me waking time during the night, which is like completely distractionless time. So it's like 1-to-1 EHP, I guess, because during the day I get pretty distracted from a lot of things IRL. But yeah, that's like. I don't think there's anybody in the high level community that does. Actually, there's one guy. There's a guy named Arrow B. He's in Solace, I think. He does polyphasic sleep.
Solace, I think.
Yeah.
Arrow.
Arrow.
Oh, I guess he just joined back. Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
because
Yeah,
I didn't know if he was a
after
Smiley
AJ
or rank,
picked
so I
him.
didn't want to like.
Yeah, he's
But-
ranked now.
Jesus.
Karma does polyphasic sometimes, but that's just him.
Does
being,
he?
It's him
That's
messing
just him
up
being
his sleep
Tasmanian.
schedule. Him like sleeping in the middle of the day because he felt tired.
I think a lot of people, something I do personally, a lot of people don't realize how well you can combine showering and cooking.
Ooh.
So,
Like you put your
personally,
tennies in the
Oh,
oven and
yeah,
you
yeah,
jump
yeah.
in the shower, you mean?
a lot of the time, no, that's not even, I'm talking about next level. So basically, if I shower a lot of the time, it takes me like 20, maybe 30 minutes to shower because I really don't want to get out. Yeah, I know. It's like getting out of bed in the morning for me. So a lot of times when I shower, what I do is I set an 8-minute timer on my phone and I put my grilled cheese in the toaster oven. And then in the time it takes me to shower,
You're
I come
forced
out.
to get out because you gotta get there.
I'm not only forced to get out, but my food is
Otherwise,
also
you're causing
ready.
a house fire.
No.
Yeah.
It's a
I've got-
toaster oven.
Got one like that as well. Like I've done these once or twice. Like turn the kettle on, and put your microwave, have a quick shower, get out, your microwave's just finished, you get the fresh eggs, man. Or like get home from work and then put the kettle on or something like that, or like put something in the microwave, put something in the oven, then go upstairs and 3-tick fish for a couple minutes, and then run downstairs and get it out. Pretty OP.
That's just having good time management, though. I think.
Wait, fuck. What did you say? I was tapping to people in the chat.
I couldn't help but think of
basically running up and down the stairs to like do things, but then so I don't have to leave the pond.
Ooh,
No, you need to play like on the same floor level. You can't be running up and down those stairs all the time.
Yeah, I can't move downstairs yet though. I'll wait for my brother to move out. Then I'll have that extra like 5 seconds.
I've gotten extremely fast at making sandwiches, and they're great. Also, I'm becoming really good at typing with one hand. It's not really a useful life skill at all, but it's fun to practice. And like if all the typing is like kind of shifted to like the middle or to the left on my keyboard, then it's so fun. Like continuing to mine, or like back when I was doing fishing.
Yeah,
I like doing that.
So satisfying.
The only thing I don't like about it is because it's gonna take longer to get your message out, so you might like make the other guy pretty impatient, which I don't like. But I mean, like I do it anyway. Hopefully they don't just like, because like if someone asks me a question at the pond or something like that, and like I'm not gonna AFK and type, and if it's like a long sentence, most of the time they actually kind of just leave or something like. So it was a waste of typing, but yeah. But it's fun. It is fun to type with one hand as well.
Yeah.
It feels really like sweaty.
PMing's kind of annoying to do though, because if you're like having a conversation, like constantly having to do it, sometimes I'll just like try to shut the conversation off quick early, or just AFK and
hey man, be
right
back, PM off.
It's hard to do sometimes, man. Like if you're trying to get good rates and you're trying to PM someone at the same time, it's a bit cluttered.
Or you just reply with like really short answers, like
two
or
letters.
3 words. Yeah, or the
yeah.
Okay, TY.
Yeah.
Bye.
Damn. I'm glad I play PM off 95% of the time.
Okay.
Private off. Yeah, I would just put my private off, but I don't have very many people on my friends list, and people will PM me.
I have like 80
clan stuff.
People actually PM me. It's shocking, but it happens. So I have to turn it off.
I think for clan stuff, it's a bit different though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I don't have like all 50 members added and like all 150 smileys or whatever we have.
Yeah. If you're the general of a tier 3 clan, it might be a little different.
Hey, number 1 tier 3 clan. Thank you.
Still think
Topping
Hexus
clan's
is
fine,
a tier 1 or a tier 2 clan?
What?
You still think Hexus is tier 1 or 2?
The meme.
Apparently, dude.
Oh, okay.
according to the Twitter notes.
I got baited.
Well, Zoid still thinks Hexus is number 1. I don't know if he's in the chat still, but I'm not saying I disagree. I don't know. I have no idea.
All right. Last topic is, or I guess last question is: Do any of you guys exercise regularly?
I've started to, and I've been enjoying it. I just made up like a random workout where it's just 5 minutes every day. It's 5 minutes of push-ups, and I'm still doing them from my knees.
The links tighten.
Hey, better than nothing.
Yeah.
You just as long as you can like find like a pace that you can keep up for the entire minute. Well, yeah, I'll do the 1 minute of push-ups. So I can do 60 push-ups in a minute, and then hold a plank for the next minute, then curl-ups the next minute, and I just start like playing around with weights, and then they're called toe risers, but it's like you're pretty much just like bouncing on your feet like with your toes, and then good for your calves. Good for your calves.
The calf workout.
Are you doing that while mining, or is it just
No, I just stay AFK.
Oh, I thought you were doing like one-arm push-ups.
Yeah, I do I run a 4.2 mile run. It's about 4.2 to 4.3 is the route, and I do that once every 2 days, and I've built up. I've been doing that for like 2 years now. Like, not like I haven't been really strict with it. Like, I have like sort of missed some days, missed some weeks even, but yeah, I can run a pace of like 7 minutes and 30 seconds per mile for 4.2 miles. So I'm pretty proud of how far I've come with that, and it has definitely I think like the cardio working out that does is like probably the best. If I had to pick only one workout, that'd probably be the best thing that I could do. And I just enjoy it as well. I used to try like there was a period last year where I tried like lifting weights for a good month, and I just really couldn't get into it. I just didn't enjoy the progression. I guess like you should probably like do it for a few months before you really start to see results, but I didn't really even enjoy the activity, but I've always enjoyed running from day one.
Yeah, I don't do anything in specific at all, other than just walking my dogs every day for like 30 to 40 minutes, but I don't do anything.
Aren't you hockey? Didn't you play hockey?
Well, back in the day, man. Days are over.
Baseball even?
He's retired, man.
Yeah, I'm retired.
Retired, man. What do you...
Now I'm
Now he's
RuneScape
full-time
athlete.
lava.
And AJ,
Full-time lava, man.
AJ, have you ever seen week 1 of Fantasy EHP?
Have I ever seen what? Sorry?
Week 1 of Fantasy EHP, man.
Week 1 of Fantasy HP. What do you mean?
Yeah. Well,
Buddy,
Entire was
man.
the number 1 RuneScape athlete.
Dude, number one by far.
Few PEDs though, thanks to
Damn.
foot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, true.
What do you mean? Your hours were legit, bro.
Oh man, imagine.
Wait, you didn't actually play 135 or whatever?
No, not quite, dude. Not quite.
Sean? I thought you lived Sean.
Yeah,
Sean goes
going to
to
the
the
gym
gym.
tonight. Well, cardio is really boring. Like just running with no direction. So I'd rather like play basketball.
What do
or
you mean with no
something.
direction?
You're like, there's no goal. Just running for the sake of running.
The goal, well, for me, the goal is always to like get the best time. So it's kind of like efficiency in a way, but like
Yeah, you're running against the clock, but
yeah, exactly.
it's hard to stay motivated just running by yourself. So I'd rather like play a sport for cardio. It's more fun.
Yeah, it's not like I'm going for a certain like body. I don't like see like it's like that's not bodybuilding, because like running's not really like you're not really building muscle. But like I can see like lifting weights is like the goal that everyone has is they want to get a certain like muscle mass, or they want to have a certain tone. They want to have like, you know, they just want to get bigger muscles. But like it's not like that with cardio. I guess it's yeah.
I do agree with Sean though. I think I'd rather play fucking basketball than run.
Basketball is way more
Yeah,
fun
there's
for
like
cardio than just running.
incentive to run. Yeah.
Yeah, but can you dunk? That's the real test.
Dude, Sean's like fucking
I can
6'7", man.
I can without a ball.
I can touch the rim, bro.
I can hold the rim without the ball.
Okay,
One day you'll
okay,
get there.
that's
I
respectable.
can't jump high enough, dude. Need to work on my hops.
And I get exercise from work, so I don't really need to do any outside of work.
What
That's
do you
good for me.
do that's at work that's intensive?
Like walking, carrying stuff, picking stuff up, using my
Okay.
hands.
Oh yeah, you're in trades. I forgot. You're electrician.
Man works
Yeah,
out all
There you
day.
go.
Yeah.
That'll do
On
it.
that grind, 100.
Man works out all day, comes home and dines on caviar all night.
Row and
Oh
belly.
yeah, like
I
a
guess
king,
like
man.
my Walmart job was pretty good for cardio as well. I was walking around pushing carts, like loads of carts all day, which it's like good. It was heavy, and not just that, but like walking around the store all day as well. I guess it was good cardio for the years that I worked there before I quit.
Yeah. Like constantly walking for every hour.
Yeah. It's like it's really hard on your feet the first few weeks, but then like you just get so used to it. It's weird. What about you, Nick?
Nope.
What do you
Okay,
mean no, dude?
actually, no. I exercise. I'm just gonna pass on this question though.
Oh yeah, okay. All right. So that concludes the podcast. If you want to submit a topic request for the next podcast, I'm gonna put the link. I should have had this ready. I'm gonna put it in the Twitch chat. So if you guys want to open that up, here I'll grab it. And in the meantime, I'm gonna just say that I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. I have no idea when it's gonna get uploaded because I'm likely to be in the hospital for most of the weekend, watching my first child being born. So, but I would expect it to be uploaded by Monday. I think Monday is a pretty reasonable date. It doesn't take that much time to upload. I just need to actually be at the computer to do it. And yeah, if everyone else has anything to say, if not, then
Shout out Dumbfounded.
Shout out to the Pond Boys.
Shout out 1017. That's it.
1017.
Yeah, the boys.
What's 1017 mean?
I thought it was 1013.
Ah, man, it's
Or-
1017.
I thought I was part of the boys.
Yeah, you are.
Pepperoni boys.
Oh yeah, okay.
I wish I was in the
Different
Pepperoni
different
Boys.
RuneScape gang, AJ. Come on, man.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's it. So see you all later. Thank you for watching and goodbye.
But yeah.
Bye.
See ya.